The Russian Revolution, where the lower classes of Russia finally got tired of how poorly Nicholas II was running the country and overthrew him. And several months later, would overthrow the provisional government and create what would eventually become the Soviet Union. Now, what I find interesting about the revolution, besides just the events that led up to it, is the legacy that it continues to have to this very day. Now, beyond what the revolution did for Russia, which is documented in Robert Service's book, A History of Modern Russia, its legacy can mostly be defined by what the Soviet Union did after it had established itself as a global superpower in the aftermath of World War II. And thanks to the Soviet Union, we have North Korea, modern day communist China, and because the Soviets invaded Afghanistan in the late 70s, the CIA would train a young Osama bin Laden to fight the communists. And Osama bin Laden would use that training uh, to, to aid in his planning of the 9/11 terrorist attacks. And right now, the current president of Russia is a former KGB agent who runs the country like it's still 1954. Now, I, I feel like it's the wiser decision to focus on the events that led up to the Russian Revolution. Because while all revolutions do have elements in common, the each revolution also has some specific reasons for why the people are revolting, and that is definitely the case with Russia. For example, one of the main catalysts was how poorly Russia was performing in World War One. Its armies were constantly losing battles, and as a result, morale among their soldiers was very, very low. In fact, in fact, the monarchy's secret police put together a report on the state of the country, and they warned, and I quote, the possibility in the near future of riots by the lower classes. And the full citation is down there at the bottom of the screen. So, when your secret police is warning that riots will probably be imminent, and this is in October of 1916, you probably made some mistakes. Now, I want to create this project in the same format that I'm doing right now, but I don't want the video to simply be me sitting in front of a camera talking about the lengthy timeline of the events preceding the revolution and the events around the immediate aftermath of the revolution. I do want to get a little bit more creative with it, but I'm not sure about exactly what I want to do. I probably will decide either before or during when I'm getting together all of my sources, both primary and secondary. But I definitely think that I might be able to think of a creative way to do this project.